Pisces gang. It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Pisces soul family. What's up, you guys? I hope you are doing super fantastic. You know I am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please give us exactly what we need to know for Pisces sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. These messages are, of course, general, guys, okay? So they may or may not resonate with every single Pisces. Try to keep an open mind when it comes to tarot. Tarot is fluid, all right? Take what resonates with you. Use your intuition to guide you towards the messages that are here for you today. And whatever does not resonate with you, leave it for whoever it's here for. That's how that goes, okay? Woo, child, this... This shocked me, you guys, okay? First, before I dig into this, I almost just want to jump right in. Please click the like button, guys. It takes only a second. It helps in a tremendous way. Click the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Make it official. Become a part of our family. Love you guys so much. Click the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload for your sign. Okay. Enough of the small talk, because we have some bigger fish to fry here, all right? Speaking of fish, all right, because this is all about animals. Ironically enough, as I was meditating over your message and began pulling the pre-shuffle, I started seeing images, okay? The energy, I must say, felt very liberating. That's what I felt. I felt a very liberating energy, almost as if somebody had finally spoke their mind, or finally stood up for themselves, or finally just had enough of some shit and said it, or did something about it, or took a certain action that asserted their power, or let somebody know who they really were, like who was really running shit, who run it. Who run it? You know what I'm saying? Put a little 3-6 Mafia up in there, okay? Y'all know I got a little trap music up in me. I'm just saying that's what I was feeling. Very liberated energy, but then it quickly switched, okay? To almost like a deep, deep sadness. The sadness almost stems from someone believing that they had finally captured their forever happiness. So for me to say forever happiness, this does give me the energy of a person who feels as though, or who has a habit, okay, of trying to set a situation up just so that things can play out in a way that it works out well for them, okay? They always are able to put themselves in situations where things work out good for them, where they are up, where they are always upgrading or leveling up. Okay, I can almost hear conversations amongst them and their friends where they're like, damn, every time I see you dating someone new, you're always upgrading. You're always, you know, they always find themselves a level ahead every time. And that's calculated is what I'm feeling, for them to be so sad about either realizing that is not the case. This is not the forever happiness that they thought they cultivated, okay? Because it wasn't something that organically happened. This is something that they were trying to kind of manipulate into a situation as their forever happiness. Now follow me. I hope you can, guys. It's a little confusing. I'm trying to say everything that they're throwing at me right now, okay? As soon as the sadness or the saddened energy came in, I then got images, guys, of like a fish tank, right? In someone's home. Okay? And then in the fish tank was like a koi fish. It was like a koi fish, some goldfish, beautiful, right? Like a home aquarium almost, right? And the fish were willing to allow people to come in and view them and be the entertainment, okay? Now, these fish were being held hostage. They weren't getting paid. They weren't hardly getting fed. You do know that Pisceans are known to be the fish, right, of the zodiac. That's the energy that I was getting. And I'm not saying that you were completely deprived in this relationship, but I do feel like this person almost viewed you as an object to be captured, like they captured you, okay? As you were that fish inside the bowl, okay? So the way that they wanted to manipulate this relationship was they would feed you every now and again, right? Breadcrumbs or whatever they were doing. And they kind of thought that they were manipulating it just right, just perfectly. Enough that in your mind, you would believe that that bowl was all that there was for you in this world. Okay, forget about the ocean and the many of oceans. Forget about ponds, lakes, rivers, and don't go chasing waterfalls. Okay, stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. And in their case, to that fish bowl in their house, held at ransom, really, right? Held in their possession. That's the visualization that I got, guys. And then just as I saw this person kind of going in to feed the fish inside of the bowl, all of the pretty, colorful fish that seem harmless, they all turned into sharks and bit this person's head off. They all like jumped out of the bowl and bit this motherfucker's head off. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. I am not laughing. I'm not gonna do this with y'all today. That was the visualization, you guys. I promise you, okay? So I'm like, okay. I'm trying to follow spirit. This is all during the meditation, you guys. And as I'm pulling cards, I'm like, all right, okay. It makes sense. I'm getting ready to do a Pisces read. We have fish. The fish turn into sharks. I say that all the time. People mistake you guys' kindness for weakness. Yes, Pisces are very loyal. Pisces are fun. Pisces are the life of the party. You can breathe life into some shit, okay? Shit don't really turn up until you show the fuck up. You hear me? Okay, I don't think you can. I know you hear me, but can you feel me though? You can breathe life into some shit, into people, okay? But you can also bite the fucking heads off and take that life right the fuck back. Is it a lie? Is it a lie? I don't think she lying. I'm not lying. Okay. So I was trying to follow spirit. I'm just like, okay, so we're talking about Pisces. We got the fish. I say it all the time. People mistake Pisces for being a pushover. Okay, somebody, a doormat, right? Like someone that you can walk over, okay? Someone, okay, you're quiet, so I can talk to you however I want to, right? Okay, you don't really, turn up too much when people do things to you. You don't turn up all the time. Okay, you don't turn up how you really can, so that leads people to believe that you don't turn up, and then when you do, you're the crazy one. You see how it's like, how does that work? You want to talk about what's happening right now? Well, let's start at the beginning. I'm not fucking crazy. Let's talk about what you was doing all them years ago. Let's talk about where it started from, motherfucker. Let's not talk about why the fuck I bit your head off now. So that's the energy all together, right? That's not what got me. Now, this is when I got real shook. The very first card out. Now, all I kept mentioning was fish, animal, shark, and look at this shit. Can you believe this shit? You guys, when I tell you my mouth dropped on the fucking floor, my mouth dropped on the floor, you guys. I was like, well, would you look at this? Look at that. Yeah, so this is someone who viewed you as tameable. Attainable and tameable. Okay? So make no mistakes about it. The sadness of this person stems from them most certainly recognizing your worth, okay? Let me just go over all the cards that we have here. Animal trainer, rejection, 10 of cups, empress, okay? Your worth was never in question. Them being able to afford you, that was the question, you guys, okay? This person's pocketbook, wallet, okay, money clip was in arrears. In the negative, baby boy, baby girl. They ain't got it. I ain't got it. They don't have it, right? That was always what was in question. It's the fake it till you make it type of energy, okay? So they might not come off or come across as the type of person who's insecure about not living up to certain standards. They don't put off that kind of energy. They're very confident, in fact. But the confidence doesn't really match what they can actually give. And that's just me keeping it real, right? Like I'm not trying to tear you down, man, bruh, sis. I'm not. So I feel as though this person's main goal, you guys, was to try and change you, okay? And when I say change, I feel as though the way that you approached this relationship was very much so in the same way that you approach all of your connections, okay? Level-headed, logical, right? You do have emotions, but still logical when you are vetting people and dating people. Your power is never questioned, okay? We have an empress here. Gender doesn't matter. This is upper echelon. Empress, emperor status, and that's on period. This is recognized by everyone. Okay, when you walk through, people gotta make way. Okay, yeah, please, part like the Red Sea. Okay, big boss energy coming through, bitch. Like, part, please, get the fuck out the way. This person is no different than the others that can see that, but this is someone who, instead of like the other people, instead of like the other people who would either want to show up as being on your same level or work towards getting on your same level, this is more or less someone who wanted to convince you that you needed to get on their level. Okay? This is also someone who made up in their mind, possibly from the very first time that they met you, that, you know, you were like the sugar to the iced tea, okay, the honey, okay, the lemon, the throat lozenge, add a little bit of raspberry up in that thing. I don't know what kind of flavors you like in your tea, but okay, all that and some. You made them very happy. They were very, very happy to have come across you, to have ran into you, to have even encountered you, right? Like in this lifetime. It felt like once in a lifetime to have met a person like you. To have met a person like you, spoke to you, and you spoke back. You feel me? Okay? You may have even stunned them that you spoke back to them. No less gave them your number or exchanged numbers or asked for their number, however it went down. That you were willing to engage further than a hi and bye, bitch. Okay? So instead of wanting to live up to their potential or wanting to hold on to what they deem as the ultimate happiness, that's what the 10 of Cups is, you guys. Happy ending, the ultimate happiness. Okay? Jumping for joy, right? Like wanting to shout it from the rooftop. I'm in love. Like, this is it. Like, this is my husband, y'all. This is my wife. Like, woo! Person just does something for me. Okay? Butterflies. Shout it from the rooftop. Wishing on a star. I'll follow you where you are. Right? They singing all the love songs. That's 10 of Cups energy. But I feel like this person stepped and they stepped to you, right? As someone, okay, don't beat me up for this. If you are, I don't know if your person is watching or not. You were not on the level. Okay, we're going to be honest here. We're going to be honest. And that can be in whatever way, right? Some people are just not like emotionally mature. This is not just about financial currency. Okay, currency it comes in many of different ways. They weren't on your level for sure. There were some things that were lacking that didn't make you guys exactly equally yoked. But instead of this person making note of that and working on it while you were building so that they did match up within a reasonable amount of time, they instead step to an empress or an emperor, right? And say, well, you need to let me make rules in this kingdom like you. Okay? So what does that look like? That looks like one of the peasants, okay? One of the peasants coming in and instead of bowing down, the empress or the emperor falling in love with one of the peasants, and now the peasant is like, okay, now you be quiet, Empress. You be quiet, Emperor, and I'm gonna let the people know what's going down. I'm gonna let everybody else know what's happening. And everybody else is looking around like, Empress, Emperor, like how you just let, they're making the rules, now they're telling us what to do? Right? It's like the imprisonment. So either they wanted to hush up your ideas, hush up your words, silence your power, silence your the way you vocalize yourself, okay? The way you assert yourself, the way you are confident, okay? The way that you are a go-getter, your ambitions, the things that you may have wanted out of them, whatever. There's something that they wanted to tame you. They needed to tame something within you, okay? There's something in particular, a personality trait within you. Now that's going to be different for all of you, okay? Let me know down in the comments. I definitely want to know. I want to know. I'm interested. They needed to change that in order to be on your level, okay? It could be more than one thing, but it definitely is at least one thing that this person indefinitely needed to change, and they needed to keep you boxed in that way. Yeah, getting you to change that, okay? Or cower away from that power or that personality trait of yours, right? Dumb it down, not let it be on this level, okay? Because this is boss bitch, boss dude type shit. Is what would enable this person to lock you in that fishbowl. And that's the only way that they would have been able to have you guys. Okay? So, this has either already happened or this is getting ready to happen. If it hasn't happened yet, you definitely are already getting some ideas that this is somebody who wants you to dim your light, humble yourself, do something different. They may be saying little things about certain things that you do, like certain personality traits. They might not they may say it in a way where you don't recognize that what you're actually doing is not the problem. Okay? They're the problem, but they're going to try to relay it to you as if it's an actual problem with you. So how can I need an example, Spirit. Please give me an example. Okay, so just an example. This might not be for all of you, right? Let's just say, for instance, if we're just talking about emotions, right? Let's say, for instance, you call them out about, not showing up for you emotionally, because we do have the 10 of Cups here, right? As the Empress or the Emperor, this would be your requirements. You can't take anything less than the 10 of Cups or the Ace of Cups when it comes to an emotional offer. If this person's offer or their effort or the things that they are coming towards you with are not to the level, and you need to assert your power in that instance and let them know what it is, let them know what you expect, what your expectations are, what your requirements are, what your prerequisites are, right? And you're very upfront with that, assertive, and you stand 10 toes down on that shit, instead of this person agreeing, because there's really nothing else to do but agree. I don't feel like you would be nasty to them or anything. You're saying it in a very diplomatic way and in a way that will help the effort of the union. What this person will do instead is say something like, "You're so needy. You're so needy. You're so clingy. Wow, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to have to, give so much of myself just to be in a relationship with one person. None of my other exes were like that. They were able to have their own lives outside of me, and all of this other stuff." You see what I'm saying? Okay, that's just a slight example, but it could really be anything, guys, anything. It's just a simple way for this person to point things out within your personality, within things that you do, your actions, your goals, the things that you have accomplished. It's little digs, you guys, little digs, little seeds planted okay? To get the empress or emperor to come down off of the throne and let them sit up here as a peasant and run shit. And then everybody in the town, everybody in the kingdom is like, well, where's the empress and the emperor? And they got you locked back there somewhere in a cage or in a jail cell, right? Imprisonment. Or for some of you, that you just might be sitting right beside them and everybody's looking at you like, why are you not saying nothing? How are you letting this peasant run shit? Like, what are you doing? What? Confusion. So whenever the wake-up call comes, okay, for those of you who realize that this is somebody who is out to satisfy their own desires of happiness, guys, with the 10 of Cups, okay, it's a very self-indulged energy, self-absorbed energy. There is a point of rejection here. Okay, whether you reject the way this person is treating you or whether you outright reject them, like out of your life, there will be a definite turn in events, like a plot twist, like a motherfucker. And this is changing the game for this person. They feel, how ironic. Here's what I'm hearing, you guys. You're never gonna believe this. So the irony is, this is something that they do. This is something that they do. This is how they play life. Okay, they view life as a game, especially relationships. Okay, and they always want to make sure that they come out better, even if they're not going to end up with that person. They need to make sure they come out better on the other side than that other person. Okay, that's their only reasoning at times to be in relationship. Now, you were a little bit different. They did want longevity with you, forever with you. Okay, that's what I said in the beginning. Empress and 10 of Cups, that's forever. But they also wanted to make sure that if it's forever, then they needed to implement certain seeds to ensure that their happiness was guaranteed the entirety of the connection and the relationship, and that would never change. But that's not what's happening. Okay, so the irony is, you play life as a game and relationships as a game, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. Now I'm talking to your fucking person, okay? And now you mad that you got played. How do you, I mean, make it make sense. And you didn't even play them, Pisces. It's the audacity for me, right? It's the cojones for me. Because they're almost viewing it as a betrayal, right? If we're going to remember the analogy that I initially used, that I was seeing during your pre-shuffle, which was the koi fish, the pretty little koi fish that you can play with in their entertainment, and people come in and it's the aquarium, and they add such a beautiful energy to any environment, and people feel like, oh, I can put my hand in it and feed it, and then you're not feeding them enough, and you just shitting all over the koi fish, and you think that they just supposed to, oh really? Well, watch how quick that fucking koi fish turns into a shark and bite your fucking head off. And they're like, you bit my head off. You crazy motherfucker, you bit my head off. And you it doesn't make sense, you guys. It's just ironic. Now they want to point the finger. That's where that sadness is coming from. Now they want to scream rejection, right? They're playing victim. The one who started the game. Don't like the way that the game is ending. Okay. This is something else right here. This is something else right here. Now, we will have new love in the extended, because I do feel like you liberated yourself from this. For some of you, this may have already happened, you know, who knows? Take it how it resonates, but there's definitely an energy of the divine wanting you to like capitalize off of the pain. make more out of it than what it seems. Make it mean more than just a heartbreak. Make it mean more than just a betrayal. Make it mean more than just somebody effed me over, or somebody did me wrong, or somebody wronged me. There's gonna be more meaning to how this ended. It's gonna really, like, I feel like this ending is going to be pivotal for you. So I'm excited about that. I really am. Let's see here. I don't know if it has to do with love or finances, but either way, it's really going to shift and change the trajectory of your story in the best way possible, because Ten of Cups is still here. So while you were dealing with someone who you wanted to partner with, who you did see as, you know, somebody that could sit on the throne next to you, even though they weren't on your level, right? You were willing to compromise on that and not shit on them for not being on your level, okay? Right? Not judging them for what they didn't have. Very compassionate and empathetic and loyal and pure energy. Whilst you were dealing with someone who's only out to satisfy their own happiness. So their Ten of Cups is no more. Hello? But your Ten of Cups still remains. Okay? And it's almost like a jubilee spirit, right? Like, it's beautiful. But we'll get into that in the extended. Let's finish this up. I couldn't tell you the truth. Duh. Crazy thing is, you already knew the truth. You already knew. You were willing to accept this person while knowing the truth. You already knew the truth. You were willing to accept this person and not judge them, right? Dig them out of the gutter. Real gutter butt. It's something real gutter butt about your person. Don't at me. Don't at me. I said what I said. I said what I said. Okay, I'm not you. I'm petty wop today because I feel like they tried to play you and y'all know I'm biased. Okay, I get in y'all people's ass. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You were willing to look past that and not judge them and like really just fuck with them on some I fuck with you, like you as a person type shit, not what you have, right? Or your status or who you are. Like I fuck with you on a soul level. Okay. So now I'm realizing we're dealing with someone who's also less than smart, because they also didn't realize that you saw them for who they were. Even beyond the mask that they were wearing. I don't know. They thought that they were some kind of animal tamer. It's ridiculous. See, nope. You're not tripping. I take advantage of your love for me. Yeah, I feel like you poured it on thick for this person, you guys. I do. I feel like you wanted to see them win. I feel like your love for this person was so pure that it made you happy to see them happy. Like when you did stuff for them and you saw them happy, like it genuinely made you happy. Wow. They're gonna pay for this. They are. I just heard it. We will definitely look to see what karma they are scheduled to face, because you just can't do people like this, right? It definitely seems as though this is a habit for this person, but they definitely have done this to the wrong one. And by the wrong one, I mean the right one. You are extremely protected. I feel the energies all around. Okay, for some of you in particular, you may have like ancestors or people who you were really close to in this lifetime who have passed away, who are still around energetically protecting you. Okay, angels and ancestors, and they don't play that shit. Like they can see it all. See? Now here's the thing, you guys. This person is non-committal, and they always have been, yet the 10 of Cups show up. All right? And it is because of the way you showed up for this person. They definitely saw the life that they would have been able to live if the two of you were in partnership, and the things that they would have been able to accomplish, and the things that they would have been able to gain, and the things that they would have been able to have, and the places they would have been able to go, and how they would have been able to flex and brag and all of that, right? Them, right? All about what they would have been able to get. Yes, that's all that was in their mind, you guys. And that's the only reason that they would have been considering marriage or a relationship with you. And this is why they're in some deep, dark shit. This is just the beginning for them. That sadness that I felt in the beginning, oh yeah. That's just the tip of the iceberg, is what Spirit is saying. So they would have committed, but only to an extent. And they would have definitely wanted to have a certain level of power and a certain way of doing things in order to have commitment. So this is almost like someone who wanted to hold their commitment at ransom and wants people to do certain things, right? In order to give the commitment. They hold their commitment hostage. Like, I need you to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, if you want me to commit. Otherwise, no. And the things that they want are unreasonable. They want to change people. They want to change people at their core. Fundamentally. Fundamental changes in people. Their personality, take their power, silence them. So whenever the communication ceases, you're going to start to receive a lot of reaching out. So just prepare yourself. I'm not saying that all of the reaching out is going to be pleasant. So prepare yourself for that as well. Because this does give me the energy of someone who they haven't quite dealt with this, you guys. They haven't. This is not something that they have dealt with before. They get away with their shit. Let me just be frank, and let me just keep it a buck and tell you like it is. They get away with their bullshit. They get away with their stuff. They always have, and they thought they always would. But you are highly, highly protected, you guys. I mean, beyond. I almost am getting the energy that this was a test for them. Yeah, it was, you guys. This was a test. Wow. That's what I'm hearing. This was a test from Spirit. They wanted to entrust you to this person and test this person's will to change. It's giving me the energy that this individual may have already experienced a karmic cycle prior to you. And I almost feel like they either begged or asked to like get out of it. Like, you know, the karmic cycle may have almost brought them to their knees or almost brought them to, you know, a very disparaging time, right? Like despair is what I'm seeing, is what I'm feeling. Crying, depression, all of that, down and out. They may have gone through a lot of losses, and it's almost as if they begged to come out of that, begged for like some light. See? So this was just another stop in their journey, you guys. And Spirit gave them some grace and brought them out. Ooh, wow, I have ringing in my ears, you guys. Yeah, they brought them out. And then you showed up. And this person did view you as a gift, you guys. They did. Didn't I say that once in a lifetime? Oh, I can't even believe that Pisces, like, spoke to me. Like, was interested in me. Like, what? Like, okay, well, great. But it was a test. And they failed epically. This person, ooh, you guys. They're in so much, y'all, they are in deep shit right now. I'm nervous for them. I am. Look, courthouse in the reverse. This is a serious injustice, you guys. It is, because they're not just fucking with you. Like they literally, wow, like they literally have broken a promise to the divine, to spirit. Because I almost feel like they prayed and was like, I'll never do it again. Like, I promise I won't do that anymore. Because this is a habit of this person. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my freaking gosh. And what I mean by a habit, it doesn't even have to be like romantic relationships. This is just somebody who has a habit of showing up in people's lives and acting like they really care. Like they're committed to the friendship, to the relationship, to the partnership, to the whatever. And it's only in order to satisfy what need they have at that moment. And they're even willing to make anybody sign unfair contracts, right? Give up their rights, give up their freedom, whatever. They don't care. They don't want to have a conversation about it. They don't want to talk about it. They're non-negotiable. They need things their way. And the way they convince people to do these kind of things is, this is a very clever person. This is not a dummy now. I'm not feeling like this is somebody who is stupid anymore. This is somebody who is very smart. In fact, they study people. They study people's ways. They study the way people operate, the way people think, the way people get triggered, the things that people care about the most. And they use those things to hold or dangle over people's heads as a way of getting them to sign over their lives. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sign over their souls. Oh my gosh. I'm done. I cannot. Now listen, if you're still dealing with this person, you guys, please tread lightly, keep your eyes peeled, use your discernment. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say, because I can't tell you what to do. Okay, let's go over to the extended. I got to know. I have to know. What is the karma? What's the karma that they are scheduled to face in the near future? I need to know. I need to know. I also want to know if they have made any significant changes. Okay, I do. I'll definitely look into that. I also want to see their next steps and their intentions so that you can prepare yourself. And then we will look at the potential outcome. I'll look at both potential outcomes, whether you decide to continue to engage with this or go in the opposite direction. I'm gonna look at both. There's no judgment, of course, you guys. And then I wanna see what blockages need to be removed in your energy, right? In order to guarantee success in the next cycle and guarantee that you are invisible to all toxicity and people who do not serve you for a good purpose, okay? I also want to see how Spirit suggests you remove these blockages with the quickness. And then we're going to get right into new love, okay? I will look at money briefly as well, because I felt a very liberating energy in reference to this next cycle for you. And that can also entail your finances. So let's see what beautiful new energies are approaching you, both in love and money. I want to see how will you know which opportunity is correct for you in reference to your finances, and which person should you put your focus and time into in reference to new love. What is the sign that Spirit will give to you directly in reference to this person? How will you know who this person is? What's the most attractive quality about them? What will they find most attractive about you? Why are they single? Okay. According to the divine, not according to them. I want to know the truth. Let's also see what the chemistry is like between the two of you in and out of the bedroom. And what's the potential for things to go all the way between you guys within this next cycle, like go into union, right? What's the longevity looking like? And then we will get advice in reference to how you can bring your desires and your manifestations for your life into fruition in the least amount of time, whatever those might be. Everybody's manifestations have a different recipe. Let's see how you can speed up momentum towards those coming into fruition in the least amount of time. We'll get Spirit's advice on that. Okay, so click the like button, guys, as well as the subscribe button. I hope I haven't talked your head off a little too much, guys. This is crazy. Let's go on over here, okay? I hope to see you over there. I'm gonna put the link down below in the description box. I'm gonna see y'all over there. All right.